true eternal salvation. Under this title right here, I started recording this as Rev Thug, True Hero Under God. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it. It's something new right here. And if you like it, hit that like button, share it with your friends. Bring it to your party, whatever. You heard me here. Lord, please tell me why you let the devil try to take my life. Lord, please show me now what I gotta do to win this fight. Lord, please tell me now what I gotta do to not lose life. Lord, please show me how I'm gonna live in that afterlife. Even if you're chosen, even if you're chosen, even if you're falling, even if you're falling. Be a Christian man. Call on me, he's a real OG. Be a Christian man. You can believe you can get like me and be a Christian man. It's your boy, Miggity Mike Dollar. Make him holler when I pop my collar. That's my moniker when I'm on music. MICDOLLA. That song is called Christian Man off my album Lights. Before we get into this message, I want to first thank all my returning subscribers, my new subscribers. I want to thank my haters who drive by and monitor. Y'all got to thank y'all too, because without you haters, I wouldn't have no reason to keep talking, because y'all wouldn't have nothing to shoo about behind my back. But let's go into this, what the topic is about. Chosen men, the Lord wants you to know it is time for you to put your pants on like a man. It's time for men to be men, not to be manly. See, it's a difference between being a man and being manly. See, you can be born a boy, but not be fully a boy. You could be born a male, but not have male, characteristics and tendencies. And what I'm referring to, brothers and sisters, see, Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed for a purpose. When the wayward angels, the falling angels, the Nephilim went to Sodom and Gomorrah for the purpose of defiling the earth people, the people who were living on earth, who they called commoners and regulars, and they were jealous of, because the Lord loves his people that he created so much, his creations, including them, but they chose to go a different way. And see, nowadays, it's a lot of these entertainers, these entertaining content creators who are lying in plain sight, just like who they truly serve. They're acting as if they don't have those sugary tendencies, See, let a man be a man. Let a man not be afraid to use his hands to knuckle up in conflict. Let a man not be afraid to go before his woman or before a woman and protect and defend them in the proper manner. Let a man use his hands to build and create, not to tear down and destroy. Let a man be a man who does not wear eyeshadow and color their hair and wear fingernail polish and skinny jeans and animal print. Let a man be a man. Oh, you may say, Pastor, you're old school. No, I'm true school. I'm true to this, not new to this. And above all things, I'm an alpha male. I stand flat-footed, not because my feet are flat, but because I stand on both my feet and I defend myself as a man to the end. I'll lose my life for that which is right. Not these new men. These new men run off and say, they're bothering me. Because they're weak. They throw rocks and hide their hand and call the police on people and lie, because they know they're not alpha males. See, they're sigmas. They're simps. They know when the alpha comes around, that testosterone comes out so much that they get scared. See, they want to be alpha. If you want to be an alpha man, that doesn't mean that you can go out there and be what you think of yourself as a playboy, a womanizer. No, that means that you put your pants on one leg at a time. You do not wear weenies. You wear boxers, not briefs, not no weenies. You don't wear fingernail polish. You don't color your hair.
different rainbow colors. You don't do those things. You don't wear skin tight clothing and half crop shirts and Kool-Aid on your lips or whatever they do. You don't do all that to be an alpha man. An alpha man knows how to dress, knows how to carry himself. If you want to be an alpha man, you got to learn how to carry yourself. You can't get upset every time a woman says something to you, or a woman does something to you, or a man with woman tendencies says or do something to you. You can't get upset every time. You got to look at that and laugh. Like my song says, stay in your lane. Like the intro said, I'm a Christian man. I call on he's my real OG. I'm a Christian man. And YouTube, don't hit me with another copyright strike for a remix. You don't hit nobody else with it. You hit me with it because I am he. Sent from heaven above. A B'nai Elohim, a son of the Most High God. I am the seventh seal that Yahweh opens. I am the one that brings forth the death and degradation upon this earth. For what becomes behind me is burning, and that is hell, because I am the one warrior at the 16th degree from the third power. What is the third power, you ask me? The Father, our Queen of Heaven, Yahshua, and the Son, Yahshua, and our Father, El Shaddai. But see, y'all don't understand because you're getting confused. You think I'm off a track. No, that's how you become a man. You stay focused. You know what it means to be a man. You pay attention to that which is the main part of the story. You don't talk about the sidetrack stuff. You don't worry about that which is going on Instagram, in the Book of Faces, and chat that fast and X them out. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that is on social media. You don't worry about social media. I know it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I know all that. But what I'm saying to you, you don't conform to those areas. You don't concern yourself with those things. And if you're a man, you should be concerned about taking care of your wife and children. You should be a man taking care of yourself to be a better man so you can have a wife and children one day. So you can give that wisdom that you learned over the years to your son or your daughter so they don't have to go down those wayward ways that you had to go to get to that point. See, these guys nowadays, they have let these Megan Thee Stallion, see Megan Reese. Let me tell you something about cousin Megan Reese. Yeah, I'm related to some Reese's too. Not the Reese's Pieces, but Reese's. We spell it the same way. And see, Megan coming from A-Leaf out there, you know, she thinks she's bad. You know, yeah, she's educated, but she's not as smart as she thinks she wants to be. She hasn't gotten a doctorate. Okay, to have a bachelor's and an associate degree, that's cool to put on your piece of paper. But until you can get a doctorate from a place that is notarized and known around the world, you ain't in my class yet. Yeah, you rapping, Megan. You lied on Tory Lanez because he was a simp. He allowed you to lie on him. Everybody knows. We saw Saturday Night Live, Megan. There's no way in God's green earth that you got shot in both of your feet 1 hour before you went on Saturday Night Live and did not have a bullet hole in your feet, not a bandage in your feet. You twerked, you danced, you did all the skits. You went to the after party. You went to perform some more concerts, and then you got the judge because you paid the judge off. That's weak. But Tory Lanez was a simp man. He's weak. He allowed that to happen. His lawyer was a simp lawyer because they allowed that to happen. But see, when you got alphas, and if you want to be an alpha man, this is what you got to do. Stand on your own 2 feet. Don't take no wooden nickels. That's old school. That's older than me. But don't take no nonsense from nobody. And any man that can't put these hands up, they ain't no man, no way. And any man that put these hands on a woman, come see me. I'm going to show you how to get your ass whooped. Excuse my English. I'm going to show you what it means to get chastised, what your mom and daddy should have did to you years ago. These new parents don't whoop my children. See, the reason why their children ain't getting whooped, watch the news. This little Caucasian boy out there in H-Town, okay, his parents, they got money. Out there around Clear Lake, they got money. He killed somebody, critically wounded somebody else They gave him $1 million bond. His parents went down there with privilege, got him out on 10%. So if you know anything about simple math, 1, 2, 3, that was 100 stacks real quick. Then the boy had to go because they said he needed to be out to celebrate Christmas with his family. See, that's a simp right there. He's a simp. But that boy he killed in his mama's house can't go see his family and spend Christmas with his family. And the other young man that he put in the hospital clinging to his life couldn't spend Christmas with his family. But they wanted him to do it because he's a simp. They know he can't handle being in jail. But then the police came right back and commended all accommodation, commendation, whatever the word is. I can't think right now, but let me tell you what it really is. To Troy Fenner, the chief of Houston, and the sheriff. Y'all did y'all job. Pasadena, everybody, y'all did y'all job on that one. Put him back in jail. Let him go rot and see what it's about. See, all this here privilege. See, a lot of these kids nowadays have privilege that maybe they haven't earned yet. And I'm specifically talking about these boys. I know some young men in the area where I live, they dating these young ladies, and the young ladies got more testosterone than these boys. These boys act hard. Oh, you're old school. Yeah, oh, you won't do nothing. You won't bust a grape in a fruit fight. You won't blow your nose if you got tissue in your hand because you that weak. I know a young man, his girlfriend got him wearing fingernail polish, told him he's not allowed to drive, and forced him to do some other things that I won't go into on this channel, due to it might be somebody young just happened to hit. He's a simp. In this world today, I can guarantee an even number of 60% of all males are only male because that's what you see them as. But on the inside, they think they're Barbies. Do you realize it's more parents took their boys to go see that Barbie movie than they took to go see any other movie? What does that tell y'all about this country? It's more parents out there fighting for alphabet rights for their kids because they're brainwashing their kids from the word say go. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you about one. I grew up with this boy. He was a boy. His name was Aaron. I ain't gonna tell you his last name because I don't want that to get out in the world. But I'm gonna tell you, his mother had a mental breakdown. She wanted a girl. She raised Aaron up and dressed him from a little boy in girly clothes until Aaron became a transformer. But he was so confused. He also had some kids with a young lady, a couple of them. That's weird in itself. We ain't going there, but that's what it is. He was so simped out. He killed himself. I know why he killed himself. I know the truth why he killed himself, because he was in the women's restroom. I say, Aaron, what you doing coming out the women's restroom, dude? You're a boy. You're a man. Don't do that there, dude. I don't care if you dress like a chick. I don't care if you're wearing makeup and high heels and wigs, bro. You a dude. Don't do that no more. And then shortly after that, he killed himself. And what I mean by shortly after that, it wasn't like a day or two. It was like 2 years later, he killed himself because he couldn't deal with his mama going crazy. He had to be committed. And then he couldn't deal with the fact that he didn't know what he wanted to be anymore. He went too far with it. And him and some of his other Transformer friends was killing themselves because they couldn't deal with it. They were raised in the church, but then they saw what they were doing was wrong. See, God says it. He says it will come a day where men will become lovers of themselves and women will become lovers of themselves, and little girls will go against their mothers and little boys will go against their fathers, for the ways of the world is more important to them than being taught that which is righteous. Brothers and sisters, my position is not to come on here and downgrade you or anyone else. My position is to come on here and to tell you that which is right. My God-given instruction is to uphold the laws, statutes, and commandments and put you on the righteous path. I'm not going to come on here and tickle your ears. I'm not going to come on here and be somebody that I'm not authentically who I am. Just like my avatar. My avatar is me. Y'all didn't know that, did y'all? Well, now you know. And most of those European pictures that they paint of me stepping on Haliel's back with my sword about to kill my brother. No, that's not how it went. No, that is not it either. See, I threatened Haliel with the sword. And parts that wasn't put into the Bible is I was disobedient and I defied our Father by not destroying him like he told me to do. Instead, pushed him out, gave him a way out. Therefore, if you read in the book of Jude, this is the reason why I have been punished for 40 years. This is why I have been bamboozled and tricked and placed in positions to fight out of for the last 40 years. But I will not dispute the devil amongst the body of Moses, for the Lord thy God is my vindicator. And for that which is in all things that was taken away will be restored upon me, for I have received my golden robe. I have received that which God has promised me. And I have done the works that I have been instructed. For I held on to the keys and did not allow the place where Moses was supposed to be buried to be known. For the place where they say the shroud of Yahweh is in Ethiopia. Oops, did I let that out? But remember when Mary came when I was eating that pomegranate and I told her, I was sitting on that rock and I said, hey, lady, look, straight up. He ain't in here. And you don't need to be doing all that crime, messing up his prayer cloak. You need to take that cloak, go back to those disciples and tell Peter, make him listen to you. Tell Peter that Yah said, meet him on the shore at sunrise, for you will see him for the last time before he ascends to heaven. And during this whole time, I've had the keys of heaven and hell. See, you got to read Revelations 2 when it tells you when the day has been formed and the time has been set that the keys from heaven and hell were transferred from the great angel to Yah, the Lamb. And why is Yah the only one? Because he's an alpha male. He's the only one to break open the seals. Each seal is another one of God's sons. Yahweh is the 8th, the new beginning. I am the 7th, the ones who brings forth the war and destruction on this earth. And I can't wait till my day comes because my horse Kizzy's ready to ride. She ready to ride. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go back home because what's down here is too much this time. A man of my age, well, how old are you? My true angelic cipher is 3,570 years. But in this vessel, I'll be 55 in March of 2024 in this vessel. But I've been in a bunch of vessels because alpha males take on different roles. I've been a bunch of hues and skin tones, but basically I'm always the color of sand, the earth, because I represent that which God told you. I am made in his own image. Michael means melody, melodious, music, a unique tone. It means made in God's exact image. And Michael means, the word Michael means the possessor of 1/3 of God. Did you know that? So when you see me, you're seeing Elohim himself. When you see me, you're in the presence of God. When you see me, you see who God has sent to protect you. Verily I say unto thee, for most don't believe, they won't believe. For I have to live in this world. But if you pay attention, I'm not part of the world. I don't party. I don't fornicate. I don't drink. I don't indulge in crowds. I don't go to public places and hang out. I don't waste fuel and ride around. If you ever say, well, you're a preacher, but you listen to rap music, I was a rapper for 40 years professionally. I just explained music is part of my DNA, part of what I am. Haliel, Satan, the devil, Lucifer and Lucille are his children. They're the twins. Because Lucy, she didn't want to stay in the garden. So God kicked her out. Satan picked her up, but made her become a succubus. In other words, for some of you who believe in it, vampirism. He sucked her soul out and replaced it with that which he thought was better. And she was a fierce succubus in such a way that she was sashay. Reminds you of something, huh? Sasha Fierce, a succubus. Brothers and sisters, all I want to say to you, if you're a man, be a man. Stand on your own 2 feet. Don't act like you can't be a man. You ain't got to always pick up a gun. If you got to pick up a gun to settle your differences, you ain't no man, no way. That just wasn't in Friday. O'Shea wrote that in there for real. Who's O'Shea? O'Shea Brown, a.k.a. Ice Cube. He wrote that into that movie for a reason, because if you're a man, you can knuckle up. Knuckle up, buttercup. But if you got to hide behind the popos, I called him the N-word, but now he's going to retaliate on me. You're a girl. I don't fight girls. I don't whoop my daughters. I got 4 daughters. I don't whoop my daughters. I won't whoop my granddaughter. Show won't. Show won't. See, it's the way you handle yourself. Some people call me OG, old school, unk. But that doesn't matter. What they call me, they call Jesus a lot of things too. Just know that I am exactly who Jude speaks of. I am who Daniel 12, 1-3 says. I am the Prince of Israel. So therefore, when I've told y'all and they didn't like it on this channel that I said, spoiler alert, Israel wins, because I made sure that Israel would win. And before the middle of next month, Hamas will be over and defeated. You'll see. And all through 2024, since y'all haven't been believing my prophecies, you haven't believed the things that I say, you have to hear it secondhand from other people who says the things that I've been preaching to you. Remember this. I'm going to give you 2 at the end of this year. This is the end of the year roundup. So if you watch this video, these 23 minutes, 16 seconds in, I thank you. I thank you very much. Because I see they're messing with the time. They're jiggling it. They're making it blink. So if it's blurry or blinking on your side, that's YouTube doing that. That ain't me. I got brand new equipment. I have a full-fledged studio. This is not no toy. It's not no cell phone y'all seeing me on. But in 2024, I'm going to change the 4K. I'm going to change my whole studio. I'm going to change my whole address. It's dangerous for me, people. It's dangerous. See, on this channel, we don't beg for money. I don't never come on here and beg for money. I don't ask y'all for a dime. I don't need the money like that. But if you feel it in your heart, you want to donate to this channel, listen in the description how to donate to this channel. See, I'm not on here for entertainment. I'm on here for the truth. And there's people that see me. They can see my full-fledged angel is out. I let y'all see it a minute ago. I let y'all see it. I'm going to do another video. I'm doing another video tomorrow. And I'm going to show you once again for the last and final time that I am a living angel. Because I will pull one of my feathers out of my back again. And I want y'all to know, every time I pull a feather out of my back, those razor sharp feathers hurt this vessel. And I will endure that pain to show you, to prove to you once and for all. As long as they don't block it, they tend to block everything I do because they know I'm the truth. Just know, I am he. One of the 7, which are really 8, B'nai Elohim. You should aspire to be a B'nai Adonai, an impact, a compassionate angel. Remember, all angels don't get wings. Only archangels, cherubim, and seraphim angels. Regular angels don't. When you first go to judgment, because you don't go straight to heaven. Don't believe what these people have been lying to you over the years saying. You got to first get past me in judgment and Azrael, my sister. And once you get to judgment, you're going to be given a crimson robe. You won't go right until you've gone before Yah himself, not St. Peter. Peter is not a saint in heaven. I want y'all to know that. No. He's a cherubim angel. So that's what he is. He's a cherubim angel. So I just want y'all to know that the Bible, you got to really understand that Bible. You got to really get into the truth. The only way to get into heaven is to ask is got to answer one question. And I've told y'all that what that one question is. And you got to have the right heart posture, people. But until next time, I know I took it out of your time, and I thank y'all for listening this far. If you have, may the Lord bless each and every one of you. May the Lord bless the readers and doers of his word. May the Lord keep you in the palm of his hands, wrapped in the confines of his wings. And until next time, amen. Salah, L'chaim, Shol, Achminivin, Achduane. Peace.